Hello, everyone. It's been a while. I had a few people ask me to comment on the update to the Captainzack and Nairo situation. I've been pretty busy in my personal life, but I want to make this video sooner or later, and so here it is. Now, I'm just going to give my opinion on the update to the situation. I'm going to give a very simplified explanation for what happened. Long story short, an individual came out and they revealed that the narrative that Captainzack put out about Nairo and their interactions was false, and that essentially Captainzack sexually assaulted Nairo and blackmailed him for money. Also, after that, Nairo came out and said, pretty much agreeing exactly with what the individual said, and said he has a legal team, as well on his side, among other things. So I'll put some links in the description to give more details, but that's the gist of what happened. Now, I'm going to give my opinion. Now, my opinion was something that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, the way I felt about the Nairo and Captainzack situation at the time. Just to reiterate that, if I remember correctly, the way I felt about it was simply Captainzack was only a victim from a legal perspective, and that's it. And what Nairo did was incredibly stupid. With this updated information, and some things do still have to be confirmed here and there, but Captainzack, as far as I'm aware, has left the scene and, has confirmed with picture proof that this narrative that this individual said was true. So that seems to be true. But anyway, on to my opinion on the matter, not to get distracted. So I think the Captainzack Nairo situation, I think it was important, not just for the Smash scene, but for, I would say, the video game community in general. Because it's a reminder of something that I think has been forgotten within the video game community. But the real world never really forgot this. And it's this. Just because somebody's a minor does not mean that they cannot commit crimes. Being a minor does not mean that you don't know what you're doing, you can't commit crimes, and this and that. Being a minor is not a get out of jail free card. In the legal system, minors can be charged with felonies. Minors go to juvie, and then, depending on the crime, if they're in long enough, then they'll be transferred over to a real prison. The law understands minors can steal, minors can murder, minors can blackmail people, all sorts of horrible things that minors can do. The law understands that. Unfortunately, the video game community, I don't think really understand. I mean, thankfully, because of this Captainzack situation, more people are starting to open their eyes. But I think that for a while, a couple of years even, many in the video game community kind of forgot that, just because someone's a minor doesn't mean that they're always innocent. They kind of just give them, again, the mentality of they can do no wrong, or, they didn't know what they were doing. But with Captainzack, someone who, before he turned 18, 16, 15, whatever, he was incredibly manipulative. And he was actively trying to, and successfully manipulated, certain adults within the Smash scene. And he knew, because he was a minor, under the age of 18, he knew that he could manipulate these people, and he wouldn't have to take any responsibility for it. Let's just say in a fictional world that the Ally Captainzack situation didn't happen, but the Nairo and Captainzack situation did happen, so it would be Zack's first offense. And the individual who stepped up and spoke out didn't step up and speak out, on behalf of Nairo and against Captainzack. We would all believe Captainzack because he's a minor, and we would all just instantly hate on Nairo, and that would be that. But fortunately, that's not how things went. But it's something that the gaming community just needs to remember this moving forward. Just because somebody is a minor does not automatically make them innocent. It doesn't mean that they didn't know what they were doing. I guess the best way to put it is this way. I don't know if you remember being a teenager, but I remember being a teenager. I knew full well what I was doing. I was the type of teen, I stayed out of trouble. But that was a conscious choice. I had opportunities to steal. I had opportunities to blackmail people. I had opportunities to do some very bad things, and I just chose not to do them. I went to school with other people. They are in prison right now. They're in prison right now because as a minor, they made decisions. And the law knows, again, just because you're a minor doesn't mean you didn't know what you were doing. There was an individual in my high school who murdered one of my classmates over a video game system. That individual is, if I'm not mistaken, he's doing life in prison. Because again, the law understands being under 18, being a minor, doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing. You're not, you're still human. You're not mindless. You're not a mindless, impulsive creature. Minors can make these kind of decisions. So that's essentially what I want. That's my opinion on the matter, basically. That's pretty much it. I think that the gaming community really needs to remember that. I really want to see less individuals within the gaming community saying, oh, okay, well, this thing happened. This person was a minor. They didn't know what they were doing. Of course, I'm not saying that if someone is victimized, I'm not saying to blame the victim. We're not talking victim blaming. But we're saying in a situation where the minor, where crime is involved, something illegal, and the minor clearly knew what they were doing, approach the situation with more of an open mind, and don't automatically say all the blame, because that's what happened in this situation with Nairo. The community said all the blame goes on Nairo. Nairo's wrong. We're just gonna believe Captainzack. And that's that. It's a shame. It's a shame. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I could go on, but I want to keep this video relatively short. I really hope that the Smash community and the video game community, and maybe even other communities as well, learn from Captainzack and learn from how he was able to manipulate, blackmail, and play an entire community simply because of his age. He played the entire community because of his age.